Technique 4 of the reuse practice is linking. We will discuss two aspects of linking: linking to other information sources and linking to incident records. Let's start with referencing and linking to other information sources. No single content resource can hold all of the knowledge needed to solve all issues. When it comes to the length of a KCS article, the rule of thumb is to try and keep it down to one page and insert hyperlinks to other sources of information like other KCS articles, specific sections of online documents, for example product manuals or diagnostic guides, or links to bug reports where appropriate. This will ensure that the KCS article length can remain to one page. The KCS article can act as a content-sensitive index to other resources. This approach eliminates redundancy and the need to maintain information in several different places. Use of links to reference other documentation in KCS articles allows for the more experienced users to move quickly through the content, and at the same time enables less experienced users to understand and implement complex resolutions. The best practice when we have multiple data sources is to provide a unified search engine. Preferences can be set in most search tools to prioritize data sources so that the current knowledge base and preferred secondary resources are searched first. It can also be helpful to allow the support analyst the option of selecting the sources they wish to search. Now let's discuss linking knowledge articles to incident records. The ability to associate an incident with a KCS article that resolves the issue is a critical element of the KCS methodology. The data generated by the association is necessary for many of the evolved loop analysis activities, for example, calculating the participation rate for individuals and teams, or calculating knowledge reuse, and enabling the new versus known analysis, which we'll discuss later on. These are all based on the association between incidents and articles. The association of articles to incidents is most often done by linking the article to the incident. Hence the term linking has become a part of the KCS vocabulary. Organisations that cannot associate or link incidents with KCS articles are at a severe disadvantage. When linking an incident to an existing KCS article, it's worth noting that if a KCS article with a relevant resolution is found, then firstly it should be reused and linked to the incident. Next, the existing article should be rated, updated or improved with any additional symptoms or relevant environment information. If a relevant article is not found in the knowledge base, then a new article should be created. Ideally, we'd already have an appropriate WIP article created which contains the words and the phrases we first used to search. Remember, searching is creating. Or if the customer started the process using a self-service solution, then the words and phrases they initially used to search with should be available. The WIP article should also contain the notes we took during the problem-solving process. Now, all we need to do is update the resolution and cause if appropriate, review the environment statements for relevance, and put the WIP article into the appropriate solution state based on our confidence in the article and our license level. So how do we go about linking an incident to non-KCS content? Search engine technology has improved so much over the past few years that many organisations are now able to index and search multiple repositories with a variety of different types of content. In this environment, linking an incident to the non-knowledge base content that resolves the issue is only legitimate if the following criteria is met. The information is captured in a maintained repository or database. The specific resolution or answer, being a sentence or a paragraph, is findable by the search engine. It is accessible by the audience being served. This could be both internal and external users. The content is in the context of the audience that is looking for it, meaning they can find it using their words and phrases, and they can use it and understand it. When these criteria is met, the links to other types of content satisfy the fundamental goal of KCS, which is to create findable, usable knowledge for a specific audience. So in this situation, creating a KCS article would add little or no value. Links to other types of content that satisfy the above criteria should be counted in reuse counts, participation rates, and the new versus known analysis. When linking articles, we need to capture the resolution that was provided to the customer as part of the incident record's audit log. The analyst should be able to establish a link between the incidents and the knowledge articles. And the links should be implemented in such a way as to be available to other processes, for example reporting, search ranking algorithms, and search results display. In other words, a hyperlink embedded into a text field as part of the incident note would not satisfy this requirement. The link needs to be recorded in a field in both the knowledge-based database tables as well as the incident record database tables. Analysts should be able to link and unlink articles and have the ability for many-to-many relationships between incidents and articles. This needs to be possible, meaning the linking mechanism should allow for multiple articles to be linked to an incident and vice versa. Optionally, links may be associated with a link type, for example, resolved versus referenced. Now let's take a minute to review persistent links and snapshots. The linking mechanism should allow an analyst viewing the incident to see both the current state of any linked knowledge base article or articles, and the content of the article at the time it was delivered to the customer. For example, by recording a snapshot of the solution at the time of delivery, or by including a link to a specific version of the article if the knowledge base supports version history. Coming up next is the improved practice. Even though we've discussed and provided examples of how to capture, search and reuse, hopefully you are beginning to see that the solve loop practices are tightly related. In talking about one practice or technique, we cannot avoid discussing how it relates to the others.